This is going to be a lot of work. I'm going to have to build a bridge going across the stream. I need to build my structure. It's going to be a simple A-frame structure. The third shelter I'm going to need is just a simple lean-to, something to store wood. So, to start up with, I have to clear out all of that brush because that's the quickest way in through any kind of foliage density is right through those trees, so all that brush needs to go. When this video gets posted, there'll probably only be a few days left to get entered to win this knife. It's one of the most beautiful knives I've made. It's simple, elegant, obviously sharp as heck. I am putting no effort into cutting this. So if you are in fact interested in winning this knife, all you have to do is purchase something from my store. I have things as low as $1 on there. Every dollar you spend is one entry into the drawing. All my premium members for the Traeger, which means the faithful in Old Norse, all my Patreon members and YouTube premium members, they're already entered through their membership fee. So, consider joining that. You also get extra footage. You get more videos, longer videos, and better access to me. So I can't have an episode of just cutting up wood. Uh, People would riot and scream at me more than they already do. So I think I should give insight, uh, explain the project, and to do something I rarely do. Explain my motivation, my meaning, my thoughts on why I'm doing this. Give rare insight to the masses and to the mind of someone who should have been locked away years ago into the crazy house and the key thrown away. So, to start up with, I have to clear out all of that brush because that's the quickest way in through any kind of foliage density is right through those trees, so all that brush needs to go. I'm going to have to build a bridge going across the stream because there's times it runs dry, but there's also plenty of times where it's twice as wide and fast moving. And I don't really want to risk trying to walk on slippery rocks in period correct shoes, carrying very heavy items, especially a longship at one point. Well, I mean, a fairing, but I'm calling it my longship because most people don't know what a fairing is. Then I need to build my structure. I think it's going to be a simple A-frame structure. Simple. And I don't want it big. I don't need this to turn into some giant project. It doesn't need to be anything bigger than what it is, which is putting myself into a period position of necessity. I have to finish this ship for whatever reason to get to my husband, to get to some other place, someone. I need to get this ship done. And so I need a place to build said ship. But the ship can be out in the weather. It doesn't matter if it gets wet. My tools can't get wet. So I'm thinking it only needs to be 8 feet. No. It'll be 10 feet long with 6 feet of internal structure. That gives me 2 feet on either side for overhang. And the A section will come down straight to the ground. 4-foot high walls, because I want a bench. I want to be able to sit up against the wall and just ponder and muse and smoke. One thing I don't know about is the roof. If I can get straw, I can make a straw roof. I've done one before. But if I have to make a shingle roof, that's going to mean I have to have bigger poles for the roof, which is just going to increase the complexity of the construction. But it has to be dry, so I will just have to figure that out whenever I come to it. I don't have access to straw on my property, so I feel the way to get it will be to find someone willing to trade me something that I've made for it. Not buy it, but trade. That's very important. The third shelter I'm going to need is just a simple lean-to, something to store wood. I'm going to be going through a copious amount of wood for making charcoal, for burning fires, for everything. And it needs to stay dry. So a simple lean-to, small poles, and I may even use cob, mud and grass that I can mix together, or clay, mud, and grass and put on the sides. And that one I might do shingles on because I think that would bet my, to demonstrate that technique. I don't really see myself talking much during this video series. I talk plenty during my other ones. Everybody has this obsession with knowing everything. Some things you just have to watch and feel and be a part of. And so here I am going deep into one project without finishing another project. And I get asked why. Why do I not buy a power hammer? Why do I choose projects like this? Why? 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 And because modern life is too easy. I know some people think they have it hard, but man, if you have never made a plank from a log, if you can drive to the lumber store and buy a 2x4, compared to most of human history, your life isn't that bad. You've got it relatively easy. I, anybody, we don't have many opportunities in our life to put ourselves in these ancient of conditions with just our knowledge and our hands and our willpower to succeed to get us through to the goal. We choose comfort, and there's nothing wrong with being comfortable. But I fear too much comfort leads to the quick death, and I don't want to be resigned to the pages of comfortable mediocrity just yet. So I choose to do the hard thing because I can. And I hope that you all will enjoy it, and I hope you will possibly be inspired to go outside and choose something hard to do too. When this is done, when the boat's done, the people who have supported me the most, and I know who they are, I'm gonna invite everybody out. Partly because I'm gonna need a lot of help lifting this dang ship across the stream and over the bridge and up this very steep hill. But also because I want to sit in it with everybody and I want to break bread and I want to tell stories and laugh and have fellowship. I know this video is probably getting a little deeper than people may want for just a simple YouTube video on whatever simple day I post this on. But you're all always telling me to talk, so I'm talking.